welcome to the Mad Max channel. Well, finally getting to upload a video today, finally. So, today we're looking at British AT-2 tank destroyer. Came out several years ago, awesome tank. One problem, wargaming are thinking about nerfing it. Now, when you look at its firepower, its gun, it's epoxy little gun. You do need to dab the number 2 key if you're trying to hit something heavy. But its main vehicle, most important thing is its armor. At tier 5 with 203mm of frontal armor, 100 side and rear, it can take a lot of pounding. Sure, 450 health, not a lot. Mobility, well, it's 20 forward, 10 in reverse, and it's not particularly fast turn on the spot. Now, concealment, well, as a tank destroyer, it's certainly not got a Klingon cloaking device, but you know. Now, its main weakness spots happens to be right at the front, driver's hatch, and at the top, cupola. The cupola from every direction. You hit it, you can penetrate it. That's if you can hit it. Now, AT-2 not being particularly fast in mobility, it is vulnerable to light tanks, but as long as they can actually penetrate it. Because, you know, even 100mm on its side, it's the same, it's got double the armor on the front than the Tiger. And its side armor is comparable to the front armor of the Tiger. So, yeah, I can understand why wargaming are thinking about nerfing the armor a little. But it all depends on how much. Anyway, onto a replay. Now, it's an audio replay file. There's a couple of issues with it. But because I had music playing in it, I've kind of had to remove the sound, which is a bit of a nuisance. So, everyone starts going towards the hill here, until someone was kind enough to hint out that we're all going in the same direction. Yes, I know it's a lemming train, and I happen to be amongst it. But the AT-2 being slow, you originally want to do one thing and not suddenly change, except for when you suddenly realize that 90% of the team happens to be going in the same direction, maybe an idea to turn around. And yes, for people who don't know, that there is the T-18, not the artillery piece, no, the tank destroyer, which was removed, which was a shame really, because it was a good vehicle. Anyway. So, we realise that there is an issue going on with the placement of the team. So, take a guess. How much of my team is going to disappear by the time I reach the houses other hail? Well, if you're thinking 5, you've guessed wrong. Are you thinking 6? You've guessed wrong. 7? Getting close. So, the majority of all my team suddenly disappear by the time I reach that tree. Well, 0-6 for the score at the moment. 0-7. 0-8. Yeah, not going too particularly well, is it? 0-9. Will there be any team left by time the AT-2 reaches the top of the hill? .10. And yes, Houston, we do have a problem. We haven't done one kill, and 2/3 of the team are gone down. Oh. 0-11. 1-12. Woohoo! We have a kill. Finally. So, currently, 3 vehicles remaining. one of which is AFK. Awesome, what a way to start this battle. And yes, you guessed it, may the battle start. Well, the enemy team have reached over the hill. It's me on this side of the map. Well, the AFK guy is not going to do much else than spot them two for a minute. And it's all down to me. So, looking at the old matchmaking system, was it fair to have tier 3 vehicles up against us? No. Tier 3 vehicles really don't particularly have a chance of penetrating the armor on the AT-2. Maybe a tank destroyer version, yeah. Maybe if they get lucky on the Commander's cupola, maybe. High explosive rounds, not guaranteed. So, the gun itself, well, it's fast firing. For a tier 5 vehicle, it's actually not too bad accuracy wise. 0.35 if I remember right. Main issue is alpha damage, which is like not a lot. It's about 75 per damage per shot. 105 millimeters of penetration. 170 with premium. And then high explosives, well, you'd be stupid to even use it. 30 millimeters is just not worth it. Damage per minute of this vehicle, if you've got a good target and you can penetrate it, 1968. Which actually sounds, not that catastrophically bad. Shell cost, 45 for the standard, 2,400 for the premiums. Now the engine is a 340 horsepower engine, gives 8.3 horsepower per ton. Traverse, 18. Now, I'm not sure what Wargaming are planning to nerf on their vehicle besides armor, but it can't be much of an armor drop behind it. Because with its alpha damage being so low, you can't really have low armor on it. Because this thing has to be in a field of fire to make use of its, well, poxy gun. Right, so there's only 2 of us left over. And we're starting to catch numbers up. My friend on the left hand side, he's working out that guy. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what I had running music-wise, I had a mod in World of Tanks that happened to have been Homeworld 2 music. Now, it sounds a bit strange using a science fiction space game in it, but the music really worked well for the game. It's a shame that they changed the music system and you can't use that mod anymore, but I'm afraid YouTube's not a big fan of running music. Later on today, if I get the chance, and I hope I do, I'll be doing 1 or 2 uploads of mobile phone games today. Now, and if you happen to dab the number 2 key for a KV1, don't be surprised. The gun does struggle a little. Right, my teammate managed to shut him down. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's only a bunch of tier 3s and a tier 5 medium tank. How hard could it be? Okay, it's just me now. Well, normally, if you get hit by something, you normally try and avoid going in that direction. Not with the AT-2. No, you go in the direction where the fire's coming from. Put all your armor at the front towards that shooting range. However, that was not what I was expecting, a tier 3 vehicle. Right, hit into the side. Get the armor towards it. Team's confused how come 2 people managed to slaughter their team away. Never mind, it's not that bad. AT-2, not exactly known for top speed. Ah, that's where the T-34 is. And before you think, oh, he's the only one who can damage me. Not entirely true. There is a tier 3 vehicle somewhere behind me using high explosive howitzer, which is actually damaging me slowly but surely. Sure, if he came close enough to me, it'd be alright. He'll get me. But at the moment, he's hiding in the twigs instead of trying to flank me. So if he flanked me down, the T-34 would have a bit of shot at trying to get my side armor. But as we might find out, it might not work anyway. Right, taking cover in between the buildings. So, at the moment, as you can guess, is this tank's armor overpowered? At the end of the battle, the armor will have repelled 3,000 odd potential damage. Yes, that's 3,000 potential damage. That's the health of a tier 10 mouse with spares to go. With a vehicle with 450 hit points. No wonder why they might want to nerf it down a little. Sure, just a little be alright. Just a little. Right, taking several hits down to roundabout just over a third of the armor. Oh, driver knocked out. Not particularly good. This thing's not exactly maneuverable. Right, this is where things could go gracefully badly wrong. So, T-34, do your best. Well, that was a disappointment. Right, so AT-2. 2 free tier 3 vehicles left over? How hard could it be? Well, that's him dead. Where's the other guy? Well, I did have the map mod on, which would have told me if he's been spotted anywhere. And he hasn't. All I need to do is go to the enemy base. Easier said than done in an AT-2 because it's slow, lack of horsepower. It will be one hell of a struggle to get to the enemy base. Now, sure, it's a big risk going all the way to the enemy base and him starting to cap and trying to get back to base again, but I risked it based on the fact he hasn't been spotted yet. Now, is this based on my skill alone? Not really, because I was a lemming at the beginning and heading towards the rest of the team. Is it all based on my skill of being able to play safely afterwards? Maybe a small little degree. But is it maybe because the vehicle is as heavily armoured as it is? Potentially, it might be. Most likely the case. Now, without a shred of a doubt, I'm obviously going to manage to beat the team. All I need to do is be right with the theory that the guy is over there. All I need to do is get over the hill in time. Considering there's only 1 minute and 6 seconds left, I'm certainly pushing my luck. Enemy team obviously confused. How come is 2 players capable of wiping out the team? Well, we had a lot of potatoes, and so did they. Well, now I can use the phrase Death Star approaching. Well, we can't repel the firepower of that boy. So yes, that's the AT-2 for you. Yes, so we have Kolobanov's pose medal, steel wool, Top Gun, a mastery badge, plenty of experience points, and yes, 3,800 potential damage. So yes, a little bit overpowered. So I shall say thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe. I'll put a couple links down below, and I'll catch you next time.